Hi, this is attorney Nicole Christie from the Christie Law Firm, where we work hard to make families stronger. So today I want to talk to you about reunification. And I want to talk to you from a parent's perspective and just understanding the actual process. And so we have other videos about reunification, and I talk to you as the lawyer, trying to explain things as the lawyer. But I want to talk to you about, what it means as the parent, how it impacts you, and what to expect when you're in that situation where the kids have been removed and now they're in foster care. So we do have some other videos where we talked about the removal, we've talked about the court, we talked about the interim time period, the in-between time period, and we've also talked about that permanency date. And so I want to talk to you in this final installment about the actual termination of parental rights and what that really means. And so it is a part of the process that if nothing has happened towards reunification, or there's been no real progress, the parents haven't done what they needed to do, and the child has been in care, the DCF and the court starts to look at, well, what's an alternative? And so I wanted you to know that there is a law, a federal law, that says if a child has been in care for 15 out of the last 22 months, that DCF has an obligation to file a termination of parental rights. And that is a tough law, if you ask me, because if somebody's been dealing with something for decades, how do you get that fixed in 15 months? But that is the expectation. And so it's really important that you understand that time will continue. And as I talked about in the permanency video, time keeps ticking. But the longer your child is in foster care without progress, is the harder it is to get that child, and the more increased the probability will be that DCF could decide we're going to file to terminate the parent's parental rights. Now, this is not to scare anyone, but it is scary to me to the extent that it's a permanent process. If your rights have been terminated, there is no coming back from that. If you have a transfer of guardianship, you can always get that reinstated. If it was a temporary custody, you can always get custody back. But if there's a termination of parental rights, there's no coming back from that. And so it's so important that from day one, you take this process as seriously as possible, that you do everything within your power. If you have to hire an attorney to fight and deal with DCF, we are here because we want to see these kids go home, and we don't want to see your rights be terminated. And so it's important to keep that in mind. Termination is something that shouldn't happen, and I don't like to see it happen, and it doesn't have to happen. But it's always important, if you know that that's the end of could be a possible outcome if you don't do what you need to do, then this video has served its purpose. I want you not to be afraid of a termination, but to just know, what, that's not going to happen to me. And so this is why I created this video. I want you to be aware that if a kid has been in care for too long and been in foster care for too long, this is a possible outcome. And I don't want to see that happen for you, for your family, or for any family. So keep that in mind, but realize it's not going to happen to you as long as you do what you need to do, and make sure you are making those critical changes in your life so that the kids can come back home. So if you ever need assistance, again, in dealing with DCF and working through reunification, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're going to do everything we can to help. We have some other videos to help educate you around DCF and even dealing with family court. And again, we are here to be a support to you, to be an advocate to you, and making sure that you have what you need to be able to take care of your family and make it stronger. Take care.